learner diversity and inclusion in our classrooms. Diversity, inclusion. NCATE and other national organizations recognize all these areas of diversity. When we hear the word diversity, we tend to think only of ethnicity and culture. However, most national organizations recognize all these areas, and it does not say that one is any more important than the other. We're looking at ability and exceptionalities here. Now, you are going to educate, hopefully, for all students in your classroom. You're going to have a diversity, a range of the human experience. You are not educating white vanilla slabs of ice cream. Students have different ability levels, learning styles, emotional needs, backgrounds, experience, religions, interests, languages, genders, temperament, disposition, physical and mental health. It is absolutely silly to think that one size of education is going to fit all the students in your classroom. The same curriculum. Students are not standardized products. Even in the most homogeneous of classroom, there is a range of experiences and interests and differences. One size does not fit all. You cannot expect to put all our students on a K through 12 conveyor belt and march them down in lockstep, adding the same parts at predetermined places. Education is not a conveyor belt. The curriculum needs to be made different. That means differentiation, curriculum differentiation, making the curriculum different. Now, PL 94-142 states that in order for schools to receive federal aid, they must provide free and appropriate education to all students, and it must be in the least restrictive environment to the greatest extent possible. They are to be in a general education classroom to the greatest extent possible. Important. The range of services at the top, from the most restrictive to the bottom, the least restrictive, the general education classroom. And that is what we should strive for with all our students, whether they have a learning disability, behavioral disorder, whatever it is. Now, inclusion versus mainstream. I was part of that 1980s mainstreaming idea. Mainstreaming said that there is one mainstream in which all the fish should swim. We need to make the kid fit the curriculum. We need to do something to get them ready. Mainstreaming is not a good idea. Inclusion, on the other hand, says there are many educational streams in our schools. We need to make the curriculum fit the kid to help all achieve their full potential. Inclusion is good. We want every child, hopefully, to reach his or her full potential. Now, segregated schools where you send these broken little toys down to the end of the hall to get fixed. Kids with learning problems, behavior problems, other things. Secret is they never get fixed. They never come back. This common treatment in segregated schools, segregated by ability, is to send them off someplace. Do we treat them or do we educate them? Learning disabilities in a segregated classroom, they tend to slow it down. You have a splintered curriculum where they go here for math, there for reading, here for special reading. Creates this disconnected, splintered curriculum, a disconnected social and emotional experience, and it can make learning more difficult. Emotional behavioral disorders. When we have segregation, we are not teaching the correct behavior. Again, there tends to be more control and manipulation by rewards and punishments. Sent off someplace, this segregated school or classroom with fewer social role models, disconnected from peers, and it can reinforce problematic behavior. Inclusion is often the most effective in addressing all dimensions of the learner. Yes, academic. Yes, 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 when you make a strong comparison with a good inclusive classroom, but also social and emotional as well. Inclusion. We are going to look at learning disabilities next.